Assalamualaikum and good day to all examiners. I am Nur Shazanani bin Zubair, an undergrad student from 4 SSV. Today, I would like to present my final year project with the title Handheld Augmented Reality Application for 3D Fruits Learning, and my supervisor is Dr. Go. In this presentation, there are 4 things that I want to talk about. First is introduction, second is methodology, third is literature review, and the last, limitation and future work. In introduction part, let's start with the problem background. According to Edward 2002, he said students are aware and understand of current recommendation for a balanced diet, but fruits are less acceptable because many of the factors are poorly recognized and must be addressed among preschoolers. And we know schools are affected during this pandemic. Teachers are struggling to engage with their students during this pandemic. Okay, according to Collie RJ, in the middle of COVID-19, most educators will have encountered challenges at work, including the need to adapt immediately in the classroom and difficulty making online software efficient for remote learning. The only option that teachers have is using online classes to communicate with their students. This project basically focusing on preschool students. According to Inan, there are difficulties encountered during online learning, such as fewer materials and difficulty in keeping children on screen. There may also be parents who refuse to allow their children to attend school because they do not want to risk their children's health, and this may be left out the preschoolers' lesson for their children. Therefore, the aim for this project is to develop augmented reality application for fruits and nutrition education to enhance students' understanding of fruit significance. The objective in this application includes, first, to analyze the applicability of AR technology for learning the content of fruits and nutrition. Second, to develop interactive learning for improving understanding fruits nutrition using AR technology. And last, to evaluate the efficiency of the proposed augmented learning aid, enhancing student understanding of fruit nutrition. The scope in this project include: this application emphasizes an AR-based learning experience for fruit nutrition. To test the lesson obtained, the application design will be able to perform quizzes and as an element of game-based learning. Next is this application should be run in mobile application and can be only used by a single user. And last, the application only use mobile-based control mechanism to interact with the application. Next, I want to talk about methodology. The methodology chosen for this project is waterfall model, as is well-planned, scheduling, and easy to manage, as each of the phases have their own specific deliver and outcome. There are 4 phases that cover in this project. First phase is the study about handheld augmented reality application for fruits education. This have been done in the literature review. Based on Ibanez, say that utilizing augmented reality can boost student motivation and academic achievement. According to Serio, the influence of mobile augmented reality in education is insufficient, and the potential of augmented reality to improve student learning motivation and contribute to greater academic achievement remains unstudied. AR flashcards are recently introduced product. AR is a technology that allows users to superimpose or combine visual object with the real-world object according to Azuma. AR flashcard beneficial for kids in it can promote the reading books, increase interactive and engaging learning, and motivate more people according to peer researchers. This is the previous work related with fruit nutrition using AR flashcard. First is AR Fagos, and second is AR recommend fruits nutrition. For AR Fagos, research focused on the use AR to learn about a valuable resource of carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, fibers, and tropical fruits that grow in diverse conditions. Meanwhile, AR recommend fruits nutrition focused on explanation fruits nutrition in AR. Next phase is develop AR application for fruits learning. In this development, it divided by two application structure design. First is AR learning and second quiz-based learning. This is the structure in AR fruit learning. First, user need to open their camera and start capture marker, which is the flashcards. Then, if the marker was detected, the 3D fruits will appearing. If not, user need to scan the flashcard again. If user touch the 3D fruits, the fruit notation information will be appear. After finish, user can proceed with the quiz-based learning. Next, this is the structure in quiz-based learning. First of all, user need to play the puzzle gameplay and learn about fruit facts. There are 3 levels in the puzzle game. After completing the puzzle game, user can attempt a short quiz. There are 4 quiz questions in each level. User will get 1 mark for correct answer. The third phase in this methodology is to implement both AR fruit learning with the game-based learning. First, implementation of fruits learning. During this implementation, it will consist with designing fruits information and designing fruit recognition. Next is implementation of AR marker. In this implementation, it applies with designing marker by using a flashcard. Set up Euphoria SDK and import database of marker, and last, producing condition of interactive marker. Lastly, implementation of quiz game-based learning. And this implementation, designing UI for quiz. And next, implement condition for selecting answer and scoring. The last phase in this methodology is application testing and evaluation. For usability testing, there are 10 respondents among preschoolers. They are 3 to 6 years old. This is the result for pre-experiment questionnaire. First question is about the respondent read ability. 40% of respondents can read extremely well. 30% of respondents can read fluently. 30% of them are average level of read. The second question is familiarity of AR technology among respondents. Results show all of the respondents are not familiar with AR. Here is the result for post-experiment questionnaire that have been given to the respondent after the testing test. There are 10 questions in the post-experiment questionnaire. First is AR knowledge. 90% of the respondents are increased their knowledge about AR after using the application, including 1 respondent also agree with this statement. Next is their interest in AR technology. 90% of respondents are interested in AR technology after using this application, including 1 respondent also agree with the statement. After using the application, 80% of respondents report an increase in their reading interest, including 2 respondents also agree with the statement. Next, 80% of respondents indicate their knowledge of fruits has increased since the last survey, including 2 respondents also agree with the statement. Next is playability. 80% of the respondents strongly agree this application is easy to use, including 2 respondents also agree with the statement. For objective, 90% of the respondents strongly agree the learning objective is clear enough, including 1 respondent also agree with the statement. According to the result, 90% of the respondents strongly agree the interface is easy to use, easy to understand. Including 1 respondents also agree with the statement. Lastly, knowledge improvement. Results shown 90% of respondents strongly agree want to know more about the knowledge gained after exploring the application, including 1 respondent also agree with the statement. Last is limitation and future work. For the limitation, sometimes the detection of marker has some difficulties in displaying the game object. Second, virtual button did not go well in Android. It maintains the repeating press when the camera is in motion. And last, this application only support for single user. And last, future work, I want to make a multiple interaction using AR and various of words and information, and then make user interface be responsive, and implement AR core as it support both OS, which is Android OS and iOS. And last, improvement that I want to do is implement multiplayer game, as if user can play together with their friends. That's all for me. Thank you.